Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, isn't it? What?
Hey guys, welcome to another Dungeons How to Play Tsuro, the game of the path.
Hello.
This is a game for 2 to 4 players, 2 to 8 players, sorry. I'm joined by Lily. Now say hello.
Hello.
And Indy.
Hello.
This week again, we're going to teach you the rules, very basic rules in this game, and then we'll do a sample game. So I'll turn the camera down, teach you how to play, and then we'll be back for a demo. Tsuro is probably the easiest game I own. It's dead easy to set up, easy to play, easy to learn, very quick, suitable for ages from 3 to 300. I don't know, depends on how smart a 3-year-old or how on earth you're alive at 300, I suppose. It's beautifully packaged, all themed. That, for example, is just an ad for their other games, or a brochure, I suppose. The rules are done like a beautiful fold-out scroll. Lovely artwork. And the board and pieces are just fantastic. So I'll move this out of the way. First thing you want to do is place the board in the centre of the table where all players can see it. Next, each player chooses one of these coloured Phoenix tokens. So we've got a 3-player game, and the remainder are put back in the box. Then you grab out all these path tiles, which look like that on one side and that on the other, and the dragon tile. I put the dragon tile on the bottom of the deck to make it easy to remember, and then just place that nearby. Deal 3 tiles to each player. And you're pretty much ready to begin. The oldest player goes first, although we usually just play whoever won the most recent game or whoever, yeah, you know what I mean, we roll a dice or whatever. First player places their piece on any edge of the board on one of these little white marks here. So he goes there, she goes there, they go there. And then players take it in turns to play tiles from their hand. I'm going to turn them all up like that for the sake of this demo. But normally you'd conceal them in your hand. So, the way Tsuro works is you must place a tile adjacent to where your token currently is. You then follow the path to its end. These are not junctions that allow you to turn. Each path has a single direction that it may go. Once you've placed your tile, you draw a new tile to replace it, and play proceeds clockwise to the next player. The goal of the game is to be the last person left on the board. The way a person can be knocked out of the game is if they... So they did that. And then that. If they ran off the board, or should have prepared something earlier, shouldn't I? Okay, so say these players had played like that. That person was there. That person was there. And they then played this tile. Because these two phoenixes would crash into each other, they're out of the game. which is really where the strategy of Tsuro comes in. You want to stay away from the other players, but you also want to be putting your tiles down in a way that you've got a few clear paths of escape with the tiles that you have in your hand, because you might come to a situation where all three players are sort of near the same area and you have to play a card that ideally wouldn't kill all of you at once, would let you escape, but you don't necessarily, so that would knock him out, you don't necessarily want to give the other players any advantage. Anyway, it'll make more sense when we play in the demo game. The only other thing to note is eventually you'll reach a point where you have no more tiles left. When that happens, say all these are out on the board, pretend they're all over the place. Wherever, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, but I'm still going to make it work. So say it's yellow's turn. Yellow plays this. Now, yellow would normally draw a card. However, there are none left on the draw pile, so what they do instead is they take that dragon. And then play continues until you reach a point where a player is knocked out. Say, green gets knocked off the board. At that point, green's cards are shuffled and become the new draw deck. And play proceeds until it's this player's turn again, and then they take the dragon, put it at the bottom, and they can start drawing again. So basically the dragon is a reminder token of who was next to draw from the draw pile. And that's pretty much it. Place tiles, follow the path to the end, make sure you don't run off the board or crash into another phoenix. I'll get rid of this, remove the tablecloth, and we'll do a demo game for you.